Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video, I'm going to take a look at Malygos Druid. Malygos Druid it's perhaps the most fun combo deck in the current metagame. It is of course based on the Quest Druid core. Every Druid deck right now almost is based on the Quest Druid core. That's just so powerful if you want to go for a little longer game. And then the deck has its combo. Rather, it has many different combos, but they are all built from the same pieces. So first things first, let's look at the combo pieces. Of course, the central piece is Malygos, spell damage +5. And another central piece is for minions Floop. When in your hand it is a 3/4 copy of the last minion you played, so this can be another Malygos, for example. You can also discount your Malygos by playing Green Petal Florist. At the end of your turn, reduce the cost of a random minion in your hand by 7. But this doesn't always hit Malygos, so you need to be careful about what minions you have in your hand. Malygos is the ideal target. Floop is usually a bad target because Floop resets the discount when it changes what it is. And another decent target is Elise the Enlightened. Elise, if your deck has no duplicates, duplicate your hand. And then there are the actual damage spells, which are the 2 copies of Swipe and 2 copies of Moonfire. And with these pieces you should be able to assemble lethal damage. There are many ways to do that. You could have like a 2-mana Malygos in your hand, then you could swipe, Moonfire face, and that would be 30 damage. Or maybe you have duplicated your hand and you have played Malygos, and then you have 2 Floops in your hand, so you can play Floop Malygos, then you have 2 Malygoses on the board, and then you throw in like triple Moonfire to the face. Or maybe you put in 3 Malygoses on the board and you play 2 Moonfires to the face. The deck is very flexible when it comes to win condition, because you can vary the number of Malygoses that you play from 1 to 4, maybe even higher than that with proper discounts. And then you can also vary the spells that you use. You can use swipes or you can use Moonfires. You can use some of these in order to control the game, and you can just save some for the final combo. The key thing is that you need to be cognizant of what your win condition is. You need to know, okay, this is how I'm going to win this particular game. If I spend a swipe here, then I need to do what in order to win? Or if I spend a Moonfire, do I just make lots of copies of the Moonfire? Because you can, even if you have just 1 Moonfire, you can do Elise, and then you can do Flooped Elise, so that already turned that 1 Moonfire into 4 Moonfires. So there's just so much flexibility in this deck. Because it's a combo deck, you don't really need other threats. The combo is your threat. Everything else about this deck is drawing more cards and surviving. This is my own build. I like using Claw, some are also using Pounce. Then there are some unsuccessful builds that are not using either, but you really want to have that early removal stuff. I'm using Claw, I'm using Bees. Rat is really good. Because you have the combo, you have the inevitability, all you need to do is to survive. And this deck does share the weaknesses of Druid decks in general, like how do you deal with big minions? One of your only ways to deal with them is War Druid Lodi. Once you have completed the quest, Lodi becomes Poisonous Rush minion, so then you can use that for hard removal. Lodi's spell damage might also help you get something done, especially after you have completed your quest, because then like double Wrath even without Lodi, that's 8 damage. Or then there's Starfall, especially with Lodi, when it can be 9 damage to a single minion instead of 7. But big minions can be difficult to deal with, and that means stuff like Combo Priest can be a pretty intimidating matchup. On the other hand, there's tons of stuff that removes stuff from whiteboard, so this deck just farms Quest Shaman. Even more so because their mind control techs and their life drinkers are just completely useless against this deck. You don't have to go for a whiteboard, and you can just push 30 damage directly from hand. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're always keeping the quest. Quest is really good. Then you're looking for card draw, you're looking for Crystal Merchant. Crystal Merchant is keep in every matchup. You're looking for any excuse you can find to keep Nourish. But sometimes when you're up against something like a Zoolock, or even a Quest Shaman, and you don't have anything, then keeping Nourish without any early game just seems a little bit too weak. In such matchups you really need to find Starfall or Swipe. And in some matchups you want to hold on some early removal, Claw, Wrath, Bees. But That's basically your mulligan strategy. You're looking for card draw first and foremost, and then you're looking for just enough removal for the matchup that you're in. If you enjoy this content, then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And now, let's go take a look at Quest Malygos Druid in action. Then a Hunter. That's an interesting. Okay, well, Hunter kept almost full hand too. I really hope he plays his Secret Keeper here. Because what can a Druid do with that? No, it's a mecha rule. Does that mean what I think it means? Can I afford to delay my quest and hero power down that mecha rule? I mean, is this a bomb hunter? It could be like Mech Highlander too or something. I don't dare to delay my quest. Because I don't know his archetype, so it's difficult to say. But this now it looks like a pure bomb. Maybe I should have actually delayed. Maybe I actually should have delayed my quest a little bit, but we'll see. I need to get rid of the death rattles on board so that Starfall can do something. But if he just magnetizes good stuff, then I don't see how I beat those. It looks really straight to me, but I can't tell. It's holding on that coin very religiously. I mean, I could kill the Ursatron, but does that even help me any? I think I'll kill the 1/1. Let's see. Maybe I can get to somewhere with the Searchers. But like, he could coin War Gear here. But just replicating Menace at school too. But I can't do much of anything. He's just going to magnetize more on this one. What can I do then? Very little, I'm afraid.
How curious.
Things are looking bleak. Mech Hunter is good. Good against Druid, because it just kills the Druid. It doesn't stay around and ask questions. It just kills. He's going to magnetize again. And on the 4/6/2.
What is my purpose?
He's not going to magnetize again. Interesting. Is there some way for me to use this to my advantage? If I kill this, there's still going to be 3 damage on the board. If I use Nourish, I have 2 mana. You want double Inherit, then I have 4. That's not going to do it, right? He can still have hard removal there. If I kill this one, 3, 6, 7, 8 damage.
Stand the time run low.
Tough turn. Really tough turn. I think I need the Searcher here, and I need to kill those minions over there. I also needed to claw down the Galvanizer and use these to trade everything but the upgradable frame, but I guess that's probably what really needed to happen there. Can't see any better use for the claw. So he needs 11. He might have 11 from hand. He has, after all, 3 discounted cards. It's still at least a little unlikely. But now if he has like Boommaster Flag, that's a lot of damage. He could have Leroy. Leroy kills me. Leroy always kills me. There's a pretty good chance that there is a Leroy out there now. If I play Lodi, he'd hit Starfall. I'm probably just dead. So Lodi kills this one. Lodi leaves me with a taunt on the board. And I can innervate a Starfall with Lodi on the board to kill that one. These can go face. I can innervate Claw. So that I get to 6 health so that I'm a little bit further away. So now Leroy cannot kill me because Lodi is a taunt. And I'm actually pushing potential lethal damage here. So he also needs to respond to the board. He could have Celiax. So I can nourish. But if I nourish, I will have 4 mana. I can't nourish into Starfall. I might nourish into Swipe. That might happen. Top deck Celiax. Top deck Celiax so good. Because he could still have that Leroy in hand. And I can't nourish into... I could get an Anubis Defender. I can totally get an Anubis Defender. I can get a Ferocious Howl. Cool. Let's do that. I can also get an Anubis Defender. Cool, let's do that one too. But I do have to trade now here. Allow him some more healing from the Celiax. Okay, but I'm at 10. And I have a taunt on the board. So I'm not dead to Leroy again. So that would be 8 damage now. I have 13, I would need another 6. And I have 5 with the Swipe and Moonfire. So I'm a little bit off here. I can nourish into another Moonfire. I nourish into another Moonfire. I have 13 here. And then I have 6 from hand, which is 19 damage.
Sands of time run low.
Moonfire, Moonfire, Swipe, lethal. I'm satisfied. I might hold on to a Swipe though, we'll see. I'd ideally love Claw. Claw is so fun. Alright, now we face a shaman who kept his entire hand. Okay. Well, with this hand I'm really hoping that I can pick up a Nourish. I have the removal, but I don't have anything else. Need to pick up some refill. Oh, the Crystal Merchant. But I need to complete the quest. I think I need to claw down this Cable Rat. Deny him a platform. So that gives the Crystal Merchant a slightly better chance. It still probably dies the turn after it's played. Probably still dies. Well, now we can be just about certain that it dies the turn after it's played, because there are tools to kill it on the board already. I have the option to like innervate Swipe. Now Swipe innervate is probably something for next turn. Now just a Crystal Merchant, get that one draw. See what kind of tool is he going to use to kill that. He has one Lackey in hand. Wasps are active. So he could do like Wasp and trade away something meaningless. The 2-1 is the worst card he has here. Alright, 2 Lackeys in hand. Do I allow him to bounce the Wasp? At this point I can probably afford to do that, yes. Which one of these is the worst bounce? Does there have to be Innervate Swipe to kill this board now? I think I'll just hero power out the Slurper. I believe this is okay. I have the 7+2 damage Starfall for next turn. We'll see how far that takes me. I think it can take me somewhere. I believe it can take me places. He might bounce the Wasp, but if he bounces the Wasp he can't do much else this turn. So it's actually more likely to do something else. He plays all of his lackeys. Well, that was a really good one now. That was a really good one, because now that comes out as a big mechanical dragon. Huh. I don't have enough mana to kill it with bees, and then... yeah. I just don't.
How curious.
He doesn't have cards left. That's the only upside. But that 7/7 dragon... that does hurt. Probably need to swipe there. Leave him with the 2/1 mechanical whelp on the board. He doesn't have too many ways to make use of it. No lackeys on the board. He needs to find more lackey generators. And then I can just start doing stuff like Hidden Oasis. And Anubis at Defender. Without giving him the 7/7 dragon. Now he could pop that, but he chooses not to. And I think that's a good choice. Time for me to nourish. I still don't want to pop it. I mean, I could with a Moonfire, but do I really want to? And the answer is no, I don't really want to. I also don't want to give him mind control tech value though, so I can't use bees. If I use bees on the Giggling Inventor, he's still going to have... So I just take out the Divine Shields here. And I can play the Lodi. Lodi is going to chill in hiding for the time being. No mind control tech value at the moment. I've seen both mutates. Now he gets a lackey again. I don't want another minion on this board. So bees is not optimal. I mean, I have the option to like Moonfire the whelp. And then Starfall the dragon. I think I will spend a Moonfire here. But I don't want to put another minion on this board. I'll spend a Moonfire. That's Moonfire. And then we Starfall. And then we push face with everything. And we don't play a fourth minion. Put the shaman down to 17. There's always a chance for a Shadow Walk, of course. So that's going to give the shaman a lot of lackeys. That's all. Okay. Well, there's no way for me to push 20, but I'm just trying to think how many ways I have. I mean, I know most of his hand, and it's mostly not a mind control tech. I probably want to Starfall again. Then I'll just put minions on this board, right? But what if there is a mind control tech? None of these is a mind control tech, though. At least they're very, very unlikely to be. Put Starfall there. Push that 6 to the face. I'm going to heal up my Lodi. And I'm going to play an Anubis at Defender. And he has to have a mind control tech to answer this. And his hand is almost all lackeys. There are no cards that have been in the hand for a long time. So the probability of mind control tech is extremely low at this point. I felt this was the strongest chance I had. Well, what if he can discover some spells that can help him? I don't have AoE in hand at the moment. Does it work? That was a nice spell. That definitely helps a lot. Okay, well. Random things. Well, Hearthstone's all about those random things, isn't it?
I must ponder swiftly.
Of course it's the right way.
Now, if he has the elemental, that could help. Both mutates have been spent. That's a lot of stuff. That was a lot of stuff indeed. So in a position like this, no mind control techs. It's going to be bees on this one. I've already seen the Shudder walk too. This one trades that one. Then I'll play the Searcher. And that trades away both of the lackeys. So now what he has in hand is, there's a random spell. And we're going to find the random spell is going to be discover another spell. And that's going to be discover another spell. Okay. And that one is going to be... We didn't get to see what that was going to be. Well, Novice Engineer could still give a mind control tech. We can also give that one. Okay. And yet another lackey. And a random mutate. Very well. Oh boy. These games. So he still has Wasp left in the deck. I'm running out of stuff. I could hit him down to 9. Can he punish me? He has one card that he drew. So that is from his own deck.
How curious.
I've seen 4 of the 6 lackey generators, so there's still some lackey generators left too. There are still multiple bounce effects left. He could bounce the Omega Medic to heal up.
Time run low.
I think I will try this. This will discount the Elise to 0, which can be useful. Both of these kill the Omega Medic if it tries to trade. He has 2 cards, so it's a top deck war at the moment. What are his tools? I mean, both of these are from the previous turn and from this turn, so there's no reads. I can't read anything into these because they're all just whatever came out last. There was the healing piece. Big healing piece at that. There's a Malygos, which doesn't do a whole lot right now. Elise isn't active because there's a rat still in the deck. I think I need to trade here. And this one is just going face. And there's a 50% chance for me to discount Malygos at the moment. Although I would need to be able to draw through my deck in order to make use of that.
I hope you like my invention.
Another Novice Engineer for more card draw. And gets another AoE piece. So now there's actually a chance for me to lose. Another box slusher as well. I mean, I have the ability to put together 30 damage. But I can't do that instantly. I need to kill that box slusher, draw a card. I need to get card draw tools here. That's what I need the most. Stuff that draws cards. I don't have any. I could copy the Malygos copy the floop. Moonfire swipe is enough.
Curious.
If I can find them. That allows me to put something on the board. Because he has that big Omega Medic in hand now. And he plays that and he starts killing me.
Standard time run. So many
Which is kind of inconvenient. Maybe I don't. Because Elise costs nothing, Malygos costs 2. So I can get a big board clear with the Mali later on too. If I can, but I would need to draw the answer immediately. Now I have to copy so that I can get 2 Ferocious Howls going, otherwise I'll just die. So we copy.
Need a hand, explorer?
So that I can use Ferocious Howl. Do I want to use another Ferocious Howl? Or Wrath first? 5 cards left in the deck. I have the ability to play 3 Malygos in a single turn. 2 Innervates on top.
Time run low.
So I will Wrath the Life Drinker. Yeah, I will Wrath the Life Drinker. I need the Ferocious Howl again. I can play the Crystal Merchant. I can't afford to play an Innervate. I go to 23. But 4 Malygos isn't enough with a single Moonfire. I have to find the swipe. There's 3 cards left in the deck. All I need is to live long enough to get the swipe. There's no more Life Drinkers left. He has the Omega Medic, he can heal to 30. But 3 Malygos is swipe and Moonfire is enough. That costs 12 mana, but I have 2 Innervates. So I can do it. I just couldn't afford to spend an Innervate there. The moment I find the swipe, I win.
Of course it's the right way.
That is not a swipe. Can I win here? I can play 4 copies of Malygos now. For 12 mana. Then I can have a 21 damage Moonfire. But that is not enough. But the triple Malygos Moonfire swipe will be enough always. So it's time to play the Oasis Searcher here. He can have a mind control deck by this point. Do I just trade off the board?
Standard time run low.
I'm guaranteed lethal next turn, right? I believe it's guaranteed lethal next turn. I just trade off the board. I will draw both of the remaining cards. I will play 3 copies of Malygos. That's plus 15 spell damage. And then I will play the swipe and the Moonfire. And that will cost a grand total of 12 mana. And I have a grand total of 12 mana.
Oh no, my trove of cards is gone.
And that would be lethal. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.